What are you willing to sacrifice or give up in order to achieve your goals and really create the life that you say you want to live? That's my question today. And I make these videos for women who know they are on the verge of some big shift. Maybe you're standing at the edge, but you're not quite ready because you're allowing fear to stand in the way. If that's you, I want you to continue taking this walk with me. I asked that question about what are you willing to sacrifice, or how uncomfortable will you allow yourself to be? Because sometimes when you're making a shift, and I won't even say sometimes, most times when you're making a big life shift, there are going to be those uncomfortable moments. There are going to be those times when you are just so freaking tired and you don't want to do the things that you need to do, but it's still necessary, right? Because that's the only way you're going to create the change that is necessary in your life to have what you want, right? And so yesterday, I didn't even record a video yesterday. I had one scheduled, but I had so many technical difficulties, and I'm going to blame that on Mercury retrograde, just me being in a new city this week in Bangkok, but I didn't record a video. And so today I woke up, okay, I'm not having a day go by where I'm not releasing a new video on YouTube. Like I said I was doing a 30-day sprint. And so that's a commitment that I made to myself and to everyone who's watching, because there's so many people. But that's a commitment that I made. And so I wanted to stick with that, and I'm doing it. But the sacrifice was, one, even though I was so tired, I said, okay, I got to just figure this out. So that's one example. Another sacrifice when it comes to people who, you say you want to move and you do it. Me being very far from my family right now, being far from my friends, sometimes I want that familiarity of being with people who know me, instead of always, needing to meet new friends, connect with new people. And yeah, that can be very uncomfortable. But yesterday, I connected with a friend of a friend, and we had coffee. We went to this beautiful mall here in Bangkok called M-Sphere, and we had a good time. Some people may, say it's uncomfortable. I'm an introvert. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to be away from the people who already know me. But if you leaving aligns with what you're saying you want out of life, sometimes it is what it is. You have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations for that to happen. So that's just an example that I am experiencing right now. But I want to pose that question to you. What is something that you need to sacrifice in order to actually get what you say you want? And when you are in those uncomfortable moments, it's loud. When you are in those uncomfortable moments, how are you going to tend to yourself while it's all happening? So for me, I always talk about how I go on these walks every day, and that's just something that I have to prioritize. Monday was a travel day, so I didn't get to walk like normal, but you just tap into my other parts of my wellness toolbox. So listening to good music, reading a book, writing. I still do some writing on my phone, so you just have to figure out what works for you, and that all comes with experimentation. So I'll leave it there. And if you are on the verge of a big change and you're having a hard time getting past that starting line, I did create a free email course. It's only 5 days. You can sign up for that for free and the link in my bio. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and we'll still be in Bangkok. Bye.